Hello farmers, welcome back for another Monday checkup. This is a big week right here. We just crossed the 30-day mark this weekend. So it's time right now. We've got 10 days between now and our next coaching call. So what I want to do is use this 10 days to really get caught up, to make sure that you're absolutely on track and to see that everything is going along according to plan here. So I know there's been a lot of stuff that we've covered, and so what I want to really focus on is, number one, doing what I call your 30-day checkup right now. So I'm going to post on our members area a couple of tutorial videos for you to show you how to go through the process of doing your numbers every month. And so I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to kind of go along and monitor your numbers for you as well, but I want you to go through this process to see how I think about it and how I look at all of these numbers to make sure that everything is in place. So what we're going to look at is we're going to go into your AdWords account and we're going to look at what happened in those 30 days. How many visitors did we get to your site? How many clicks were we able to get? How much money were we able to spend in that in your AdWords account? Did we get close to your daily budget? If that's the case, we may be able to even adjust your bids a little bit down. If there's more available, if you'd like to get more traffic, we may be able to adjust your budget up to get more visitors. So we're going to look through, but more importantly than how much money we spent in AdWords, the main thing that we look for is how many visitors did we get to your website. Then I'm going to go into your Get Response account, show you how to find out how many people in the last 30 days left their name and their email address. By now, you're building up quite an asset in your Get Response account. You're going to have lots of people who have come to your site and left their name and their email address, and we're going to be communicating with them every week with your Market Watch newsletter. Now, when we look at those numbers, this is all fitting into our formula that we talk about for internet marketing, which is eyeballs plus emails plus hearts equal faces. So that formula, we're kind of progressing step by step through that formula, and we want to make sure that all of your numbers are adding up. So we look at the number of visitors that you got, and we look at the number of people who left their name and their email address, and we're going to get a percentage there to see what percent of people who come to your site will leave their name and their email address, just like we did for your traffic report in the first 10 days of getting your AdWords account up, except we're going to do this for 30 days now. Now, on average, our group has been averaging about just over 16% of the people who come and leave come to your website will leave their name and email. Now, those two numbers are sort of scientific. We're going to know that if we get double the number of people, that we're going to end up doubling the number of people who leave their name and email address in your Get Response account. So it's all at this level about getting more people to your website. Now, that third number, that third thing that we're going to track is how many leads did you generate? How many people asked for your Market Watch, asked for your guide to your area, the home loan report, all of the offers that we made on your website? How many people asked for something there, and how many people responded to your initial message that we set up on your Get Response account? So we've got the eyeballs is the number of people that came to your site. We're going to get that from your AdWords account. We've got emails, the second step in the formula, and we're going to get that number from how many people left their name and email address in your Get Response account. And then we've got hearts, and hearts is the people who opened up to you, who shared the desires of their heart, filled out one of the forms on your website, responded to one of your emails. Those are the people who have shared the desires of their heart. Now, those are all things that happen without your involvement. That is just a matter of getting people coming to your website. They're going to go through that whole process and show up in your inbox. Now, that equal sign in the formula eyeballs plus emails plus hearts equal. That equal sign represents now that transition out of the cyber world and into the real world. And this is where your involvement comes in. And that's where your 7-step connection process starts. As soon as somebody leaves the desires of their heart for you, our next step is to immediately go into action with the 7-step connection process. And so we've had a lot of fun last week doing our the practice drill for the 7-step connection process. So did you go through the 7-step connection process drill? Did you follow each of the steps? Did you see the timing on how I modeled it for you? Did you hear the inflection in my voice when I left the voicemail messages for you? So what we want to do with that connection process is make sure that it becomes reflexive for you, that it immediately is triggered the moment somebody leaves their contact information in your Gmail or responds to one of your get response messages. We want that to just happen. And so be an honest evaluator when you go through and do your 30-day checkup. Of the people who did ask for something on your website, did you go through all 7 steps with those people? Did you follow all the way through? Did you make sure that you were tenacious in that follow-up? The only thing you can do, you can't be responsible for the outcome. The only thing you can be responsible for is the process. So we know that if you're going to go through all of those 7 steps, you're going to connect with the maximum number of people that you can. So that is your connection process. Now, your bonding process, your bonding division of your business is all about your welcome package and your Market Watch email. That's all we're focused on right now. This is a great 10-day period to kind of focus on getting caught up on that. If you haven't put together your welcome package yet, what is it that you're going to send to people who leave you their contact information and you go through that 7-step connection process with them? Sending them something physical is going to elevate you above and beyond what everybody else in your marketplace is doing. So it's very important that we focus, even if it's just the simplest thing that you can do, a cover sheet with all of the printout of the new listings or all of the listings in the price range that they've asked for. If that's the extent of what your guide to your area house prices is for now, that's okay. Let's just get into the habit of every time somebody leaves their contact info with us as part of going through that 7-step connection process, we're going to send them your welcome package. And what you'll find is often, even if you're unsuccessful in connecting with somebody during that 7 steps, when you send your welcome package, you're going to see that some people will respond back to you. That will trigger either an email or a phone call from them, because now you have made your impact on them. You've made something, gone out of your way for them, and that's going to go a long way. We had a lot of fun putting together your Market Watch email. I've got we're seeing a lot of activity on my scorecard now. I've got a lot of the Market Watch newsletters. I know that a lot of those welcome packages are on their way to me, and we'll be seeing those very shortly. So everybody's going to get another tick, another yellow box filled in on your scorecard here, and we're marching slowly but surely towards a contract and a closing. So I'm very excited about this because everything is